To help the user stay oriented during the demo, we will progress along our menus from left to right and from the top to the bottom. Let's start by taking a look at the Authorizers tab, the leftmost tab. We're now viewing the Atlanta Public Schools authorizer entry. Notice that the name and email address fields are blank. That's because this data is not provided to us by the state. We'll have to depend on our user community to keep this data updated and current. Let's now take a look at the School Management tab. We're currently viewing the entry for the Brighton Academy in Douglas County. Let's take a look at Brighton's map. We now see an aerial display of Brighton's location. Now let's say you've chosen a location for the school but have not built the school, and you have this aerial display of the land where the school will be built. Imagine the compelling presentations you could make by using this photo and showing it to your parents, your prospective parents, even prospective funders. That makes for a very compelling presentation. Now let's check the Governance tab. Now each of the subsequent tabs is laid out in this manner, where there are folders that allow you to archive information relevant to this category. Let's take a look at one of the Governance archive folders. This folder displays and contains agendas, minutes, and notes for several years of governing activity. Very crucial to keep this information archived. Let's take a look now at the Strategic Plan folder. Again, archiving SWOT analyses from years past make it much easier to update strategic plans for the future. Let's move over now to the Operations tab, and in particular let's click on the Operations in the 2010 year choice. The information presented here is from the yearly Charter School Annual Report that must be submitted to the Department of Education's Charter School Division. Now it's our hope, through working with them, that you will one day enter that report directly here at our website so that we can archive that data. Let's take a look now at our dashboards, in particular the Student Enrollment Dashboard. Now what is currently displayed is enrollment information from 1995 through 2011 for all schools who have that data over that window, or for however many years they do have. We're currently looking at all independent startup charter schools, all elementary, middle, and high schools, and the enrollment data that they have recorded. Let's say we wanted to play with this data, export it to Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, to build graphs with it, or to do some more number crunching. We go over to the right side of the display window. We see choices there to export to PowerPoint or Excel. Let's export to Excel. You'll notice that the data has exported to Excel in almost exactly the same layout as was in the database. Makes it very easy to check and to now do further analysis. Let's check out the next option, motion charts. Let's do an enrollment motion chart. A motion chart is simply an animated graph. Allows you to see in a more dynamic manner what a graph tries to tell you. Now this graph indicates that over the last 3 school years enrollment has decreased at this school. Now let's see how the motion chart might allow us to see that more vividly. Beginning with 2005, you see enrollment increases in 2006, decreases in 2007, increases in 2008, and then decreases somewhat precipitously over the next 3 school years. Again, a motion chart is an animated graph. Now let's take a look at the school map. Let's make our way over to the school map. Alright, what we currently have displayed on the school map are all of the charter schools in the Atlanta public school system. How can we use a function like this? Well, let's say you have a high school, and surrounding that high school you have several middle schools. Now let's say the high school has an idea to create sort of a feeder system whereby the middle schools provide students to that high school. If we use the right mouse key and draw a circle, the center of which is at the high school, that allows us to show and see that within a 3-mile radius each of those 4 schools are located. That information gleaned from this graph, that those 4 schools are within a 3-mile radius, can provide a compelling piece of marketing information that can become part of a recruitment and enrollment increasing program. Now let's take a look now at the custom reports library. We've built several reports. We want to show one here, the school comparison report, that allows you to quickly compare any 2 schools, your school and another school, a charter school and a traditional school, and those reports can be exported to Microsoft Excel to build graphs from, or to process further, or to include as part of larger reports. The standard library will be available to all database users. Let's take a look now at the GCSA library. GCSA has archived a lot of its training material and made it available here at the website. Let's take a look in one of the folders, the accountability folder. There you see a couple of presentations there on No Child Left Behind, made available for our constituents. And let's take a look at one additional folder. Let's try the finance folder. And there you see the archive of training materials made available in that category. Similarly, this information is made available in several other categories.